Have you ever been in a conversation where you just knew the other person wasn't really listening? Like you were invisible? Well, today we're going to get into the heart of David Brooks' amazing book, How to Know a Person. It's all about a skill we desperately need, how to make people feel truly seen. Let's dive in. Right off the bat, Brooks hits us with this. This single idea is the foundation for everything. He's not just talking about being polite. He's calling this the one meta skill that holds everything together. Our families, our communities, everything. It's about really getting who someone is and letting them know you get it. But here's the problem, right? We're not great at this. Not at all. We've all been on both sides of it, feeling completely invisible, or maybe accidentally making someone else feel that way. It's this quiet epidemic of loneliness, and it's what this book is all about, trying to fix. So first up, let's talk about this skill we all need. How we go from making people feel invisible to making them feel deeply understood. The big question then becomes, how do we actually do this? And notice the word choose. This isn't some talent you're born with. It's a conscious decision, a practice. And luckily, Brooks gives us a roadmap.
Okay, this next idea is probably the most powerful concept in the whole book. Brooks says that in basically every conversation, you have a choice. You can be one of two things, a diminisher or an illuminator.
First, let's talk about the diminisher. We've all met this person. They're kind of self-absorbed. You tell them you're an accountant, and they go, oh, that sounds boring. And boom, conversation over. They've just slapped a label on you and put you in a box. They aren't listening to learn, they're listening to categorize you and move on. But then, there's the illuminator. This is who we all want to be. They're driven by genuine curiosity. You tell them you're an accountant, and they lean in and ask, really? What's the most unexpected part of your job? You see the difference? It's night and day. They don't just see you, they shine a light on you, making you feel fascinating and valuable. This really breaks it down, doesn't it? A diminisher reduces you. An illuminator expands your world. A diminisher labels you. An illuminator wonders about you. One interrupts, the other accompanies you on your train of thought. This isn't about being an introvert or an extrovert. It's about your intention. It's about the posture you take toward another human being. Okay, so you're probably thinking, I definitely want to be an illuminator. The question is, how? Well, Brooks gives us a really practical 3-step framework to get there. The whole journey can be broken down into these 3 stages. It all starts with the simple foundation of just seeing someone. Then it moves into the harder stuff, like seeing their struggles. And finally, it brings it all together to see the whole, complete person. Step 1 is all about presence. It's about understanding that deep down, what every single person craves is just to be noticed, to be seen. This means giving someone your full quality attention. It's about being curious and sending that signal that says, hey, you matter, I'm here, and I'm listening. This is the bedrock for everything else. Now, step 2, this one's a bit tougher. This is where you have to be willing to get uncomfortable. To be a true illuminator, you can't shy away from people's pain. You have to be able to sit with them in their struggles, ask about them, and this is key, listen without jumping in to try and fix it. This is where the deepest bonds are formed. And this question right here, wow, it perfectly shows the difference. A normal person might say, oh, I'm sorry, that sounds hard. But an illuminator asks something transformative like this. This question doesn't just see the pain, it honors it. It says, your struggle is part of your story, and I want to understand it. It just opens up a whole new level of conversation. And finally, step 3 is about making sure we don't just see people as their problems or their pain. An illuminator makes a real effort to see the whole person, all of them, their energy, their gifts, their potential. It's seen them not just as a collection of wounds, but as the strong, complex person who has been shaped by those wounds. So how do you actually do that? How do you see their strengths? Well, you can start by asking yourself a few things. What kind of energy do they have? What do you think their big life tasks are, the mountains they're trying to climb? Pay attention to the way they tell their own life story. Look for those unique gifts only they have. These are the clues to seeing the whole person. So let's bring it all home, because this skill isn't just a party trick or a way to be better at conversations. It actually changes you. And here it is, the ultimate point. The goal isn't just to win a prize for knowing the most about someone. The goal is mutual growth. It's a beautiful two-way street. By making the effort to truly see someone, you give them the space to be their best self. And in doing so, you can't help but become a more thoughtful, more generous, more human person yourself. So I'll just leave you with this one simple question.
This isn't just a neat idea to think about, it's something to do. So think about the people you're going to see today. Your partner, your coworker, the barista. Who are you going to choose to illuminate? Who will you give the gift of your full attention? Because that choice, as small as it seems, can change absolutely everything.